Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Rebels taking on the Miami Marlins. And on the hill today, Yuri Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Just about ready to roll. Andrew Monasterio getting ready to hit.
Monasterio.
The 1-1. And that one hit to first. He takes it on his own. And an easy out to start the game. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch. Perez making his first start of the year, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Grounds one to short. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Elliot Ramos. Here's a 1-1.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Our starter in this one, Dean Kremer. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ramos flashes the leather on the run and catch. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Kyle Stowers, the next to hit. Here's a 2-1.
Did he go?
Stowers checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. And the right-hander's 3-1. Crush. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His first homer of the year. The Marlins on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got
right
in on
fielder,
him.
number
And,
13,
you know, the cutter isn't really a
Gary
huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Smash down the left field line. Base hit.
Nice line
Batting
drive to
fifth,
pull
third
side,
baseman,
met it out
number
front,
1,
but just stayed through it
Connor
nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Norby.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Connor Norby. In the air, right field, and the inning is over. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot
Leading off
Park.
for the
All
Rebels,
set for the start
the
of the
first
inning.
baseman,
Dom
number 8,
Smith stands
Dominic
in.
Smith.
The 1-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
On the ground, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw,
Safe, he's good.
but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. That's to third. Here's Edwards for 1. To first, double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Here's Adam Frazier.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. The changeup
Ball
missing. And a full count now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Carlos Cortez will hit next. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Johnny DeLuca. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hernandez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom of the second.
Leading
Now
off
it's the
for
Marlins
Marlins,
catcher,
the
Liam
catcher, number
Hicks.
34, Liam Hicks.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. McGuire on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. And the batter will be the shortstop, Otto Lopez. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Here's a 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Next is the designated hitter, Christopher Morel. And a foul ball. One, two now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner on the go. Throw off the mark and he's in there.
I feel it may have made the difference right there. It's kind of hard to say, though. It's a little tougher for a catcher with a left-handed hitter in the box, and that hitter does not have to move at all to help you out. He just got under the throw, and it took off on him a little bit.
Runner at second, 2 down here on opening day. And there's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Struck him out swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 left for Miami. They're down 2-1. Top half of the third inning. Here's Reese McGuire.
Catcher, Reese McGuire.
And a payoff pitch. Popped up. Edwards. 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Monasterio.
Back to the top of the order, and now Andrew Monasterio. The 1-1. Line drive and a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for Austin, the designated
And next
hitter,
is the designated hitter, Michael Busch. To third. Here's Edwards for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Rebels have the lead, 2-1. Back here in Miami, now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the
And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Quick move to first. Edwards back in standing. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to Smith. Two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Jacob Marcy digs in now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one almost hit him.
Ball 3.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and they trail it here 2-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
One up, one down.
And on the mound, they've got to start working ahead, focusing on strike one. It's the best pitch in baseball. Falling behind and being forced to challenge is never where you want to be as a pitcher.
Now it's Dominic Smith.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air, left field. Stowers on his way in, but it's off his glove. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's one of those errors you make as an outfielder where you just can't believe it. You want to crawl into the grass. Every outfielder at some point muffs an easy one like that, but it feels like one of the most embarrassing things you can do. Hey, we all caught pop-ups in Little League. Nothing particularly difficult about that one. He just didn't see it all the way and put the squeeze on it. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Next to hit, Ahmed Rosario. Man at first, one away. Not close with that one. And now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Conine. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Frazier.
Now here is Adam Frazier. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike on the inside corner. The 1-2. Base knock right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Next for Austin, the right fielder.
Carlos Cortez getting ready to hit. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Coming home. In comes the run from second.
Picks himself up at RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yuri Perez done for the night, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Calvin
the Marlins,
Fauché gets the call from the
53,
pen.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
So digging in, Johnny DeLuca. Line drive. Base hit. One run is in. The second run scores. It's a two-run single, and they're up by 4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. 1-1 now.
That's ball 2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Action in the pen down there. Lake Bacher getting ready to go. Already 3 runs across in the frame here on opening day. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Rebels lead it 5-1. Ready to go,
Leading
bottom
off for
4.
the Marlins,
And now for the
the right
Marlins,
fielder, number
Heriberto
13,
Hernandez.
Heriberto Hernandez.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, number 1.
And here's a look at how he's
Connor
using his pitches in this one.
Norby.
Down the third baseman, Connor Norby. And that one's a little bit low, and it's 2-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Out towards right center field. And it gets by him. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. In there, he's safe.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Ball to strike.
Inside, ball 2.
That
Ball
one
3.
missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Line drive, base hit, and a run in to score. So up next, Otto Lopez. Down front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. One run across to the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging a ground ball. Flips it. There's one to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
Up next for the Marlins, a designated hitter, number 5, Christopher.
Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Too high, ball.
In the dirt. Payoff pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's 5-2. Back here in Miami, and now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. Boucher, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And a good start to the inning.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
3-2 now. Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Payoff pitch. Runner on the go. Laser could be trouble. Monasterio around third. He'll score. It's 6-2 into second, and he's got a double. Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So digging in, Elliot Ramos. And the sweeper misses. And it's second. Swinging a foul straight back. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Dominic Smith. Outside low, ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hammered, base hit, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. It's 7-2.
Comes through with the RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit. This one in the air. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So up next, Adam Frazier. Ground ball, could be 2. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores on the play.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Calvin Fauché gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Lake
the Marlins,
Bakker taking
number
over on the
84.
mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 aboard. One out, and here is Carlos Cortez. Popped up, infield fly called there.
Batter's out.
Up next for the Rebels, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Johnny DeLuca now at the plate. The 1-1. That one the other way. Base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Up next for Austin, the catcher.
And the batter now is Reese McGuire. The 2-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Bases loaded, 2 down here on opening day. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run across. Now a second crosses the plate. It's a 2-run single, and it's an 8-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now Andrew Monasterio. Pitch misses there, and the count 2-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. And we're at the top of the 5th. Slice to right, and it stays fair. In comes the run from third to add on. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Up next for the Rebels, the designated hitter,
Michael Busch will hit next. 2 on, 2 outs. Late on that fastball. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rebels. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So you know, we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. So now 1-2. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, you know, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me.
That's
anyway,
ball 2.
good eye right there. Swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count on to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's inside.
That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Elliot Ramos,
Leading off
the next to hit.
The left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Outside low, and a count 2-1.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Austin,
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's going to be Dominic Smith. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
Ball, down.
The sliding play at short. The flip, 1 at second, on to
He's
first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Ahmed Rosario now at the plate. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Rosario not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in. Now 2 runs scored. It's a 2-run double, and the lead continues to grow.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Lake Bacher won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Marlins,
number
Max
23.
Meyer. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Meyer.
So taking in Carlos Cortez. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Frazier around third. He'll score easily, and it's 14-2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Up next for Austin, the center fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
And now Johnny DeLuca. Man at second. Out towards right center field. Hernandez settles under it, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rebels, the catcher, Reese McGuire.
Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Liner snagged at first. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Rebels out front here. 4.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Scott Effross getting ready to make his season debut. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
comes up empty. That's strike two. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Digging in,
Up
Connor
next for the
Norton.
Marlins, third baseman number 1, Connor Norby.
Two one now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 2-2 now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in standing. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. The Rebels with the lead, 14-2. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Andrew Monasterio.
One and two here.
Ball, that's out.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. One out.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
And now the DH, Michael Busch. 2-2. Ripped on a line to center. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. And that's in there at the knees.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. The Rebels on top here, 14-2.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Huascar Brazoban.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low
Leading up
leverage
for the
appearance for him,
Marlins,
so
the
he should be
shortstop,
fairly free and
Otto
easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp
Lopez.
and attack the strike zone.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs. That's to third. Sends it across to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, number 5.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel.
Ball, that's low.
The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off. Two now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Griffin Conine.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. The Rebels lead it 14-2. Back here at Lone Depot Park.
The Rebels,
Ready to
first
begin the
baseman,
8th.
number 8,
Dominic Smith digs in now.
Smith.
Well struck right field. And in one hops the wall. Relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Man at second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Smith coming home. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
Well, Boog, you have to be able to trust your coaches in this spot. That's what baseball is all about. You're relying on the people around you to set you up for success. Players need to rely on their coaches the same way they rely on their teammates.
So now, with one away and a man at second, Adam Frazier will hit next. In the air to left center. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. It's 15-2.
Up next for the Rebels, the right fielder,
Carlos Cortez now at the plate. The 1-1. In the air left field. Stowers has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rebels.
So up next, Johnny DeLuca. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That is the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Smith. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. The count 2-1. Foul ball. Comes the 2-2. And
Ball,
that one
that's
off the outside edge. Payoff pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike free. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 1 out, man. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
pitching.
Tim Mesa on to pitch
Mesa.
here, ready to make his season debut. And a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one. Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base.
Up
No,
next,
fortunately,
the
they've got a
Marlins.
big lead on the
right
scoreboard, so
fielder,
that
number
error
13,
shouldn't hurt too
Harry
much. But
Hurtado.
you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Two on with one out. Now it's the right fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. Sliced hard but foul. And now the count filled up 3-2. Stays alive. Two on, one out. Liner, and this could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. That gets by him. One run across. A second scores as well, and 15-4 is our score. Play. Connor Norton. Here's a 1-1. Ripped to third and caught. On to Frazier. Inning over. Through 8 full, the Rebels have the advantage, 15-4. Back here in Miami, all set to start the ninth in this one. Reese McGuire getting ready to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 16-4.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Max Meyer out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
So the Marlins go with a new arm,
number
Tyler
30.
Phillips.
Tyler
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Phillips.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andrew Monasterio. The 1-1. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Up next for Austin, the designated hitter, Michael.
So man aboard,
Busch.
and now here is Michael Busch. The 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now Elliot Ramos.
That's outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one misses. Ball 3. Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Around second, on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they extend their lead.
Up next for Austin, the first.
Next to hit, Dominic Smith. And it's second.
At the ball.
In the dirt. The 2-1. Ripped to first. Caught.
You put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Next to hit, Ahmed Rosario. Up and in. Full count now. 1 out, the runner at second. Here at the top of the 9th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something.
New pitcher for the Marlins, Ryan Gusto.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Rebels have the lead, 18-4. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 9th, Liam Hicks getting ready to hit. 1-1 now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
6. Shortstop, Otto.
Now it's the shortstop, Otto Lopez. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ramos under it. Out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
1 strike away. Fights it off. You'll see another.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
2 down, nobody on. That
Ball
pitch
inside.
just misses the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Marlins,
Griffin
the first
Kona,
baseman,
the next to hit.
Griffin Kona.
Ball 2.
And a 2-1 on the way. That's
Ball,
a little
right
bit
down.
low. This one in the air, center field. Ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Three. You're out. Three. Out. Out. Three. You're out. 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 Three. Three. Ball four. Take your base. You're out. Ball four. Take your base. Three. That's ball four. Out. Three. Three. Out. You're out. 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 Three. You're out. Out. Three. Three. Out. Out. Three. Out.
Now pitching for the
You're out.
Isotopes, number 83, Valenti
Out.
Yoso.
You're out. Three.
Now pitching for Reno, number 55, Brandon
Out.
Garcia.
Out. Three. Three.
Now pitching for Reno, number
You're out.
22,
Three.
Ross.
Out.
Now pitching for the Isotopes, number
You're
40, Pearson.
Three.
Oh.
Out. Safe.
Now pitching for Reno,
Out.
number 61,
You're out.
Dylan Ray. Now pitching for the Isotopes,
Out.
number 63, John Rebbia.
Ball 4, take your base. Out. 3. You're out. Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4. 3. Out. Ball 4, take your base. Out. You're out. Out. 3. Out. 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 Ball 4, take your base. You're out. 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 You're out. Out. That's ball 4. Out. You're out. 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 Ball 4, take your base. Out.
Now pitching for Hartford, number 20, Victor
3.
Warren. Now pitching for the Sea Dogs, number 80, Osvaldo
3. Out. You're out.
Now pitching for Hartford,
3.
number 36,
Out.
Patrick Weigel.
Out.
Folks, I'm Ben Gelman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the 7th inning. Nobody out. Well, it's a one-run ball game. Bryant Betancourt now at the plate.
Ball that's outside.
That one close, ruled a ball. That looked like a strike to me, as we'll get a challenge. And that barely scraped the zone. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. High in the air, out to right. Blaze settles under this one. And there's one down. Now up, G.J. Hill. 1 for 3.
G.J. Hill.
Chop left side. Whips it to first in time. 2 down.
Now batting.
Benny Montgomery, the next to hit.
Montgomery.
This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. And that'll do it. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Max Ferguson digs in now. And a good fastball to start off. That's strike 1.
Ball 1.
Try to get him chasing on the changeup. That catches the corner. Perfectly executed backdoor slider, and that's such a tough pitch to hit. It takes a very patient approach from the hitter to stay back long enough to put the barrel on.
Now batting.
Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. At the plate, Franklin Arias. Sliced down the right side. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. So 1 on now with 1 away. Great bat control there. Slapped it down the third base line and kept it fair. That's clean hitting. Blaze in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Liner, base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. To third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with 1
now
gone.
Batting. Center fielder.
1 out
Brayden.
and 2 on. Here's the center fielder, Brayden Ward.
Nope.
This chance at
That's
some
inside.
insurance runs is brought to you by Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance. They'll always steer you in the right direction. That's a beautiful backdoor breaking ball, and he had no chance at the plate. Great pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout or double play. Either way, that would help the pitcher. Don't be choosy, but attack smartly and get yourself out of this bad spot. Got him looking. And now 2 away.
Now batting. The shortstop.
And here is Vinny Capra.
Capra.
Nope.
Catcher challenges. Big call coming here. And it did miss the zone. The call stands. So they'll lose their first challenge. Here's the 1-0 offering.
Yeah. Ball.
In the dirt, but blocked. Throws to second, but he's in there easily. Now a single could score 2. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. You're in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. That one fouled hard the other way. And a swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Wyatt Olds, charged with hanging on to this lead. And that puts the tying run on base. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A runner on the go. Pitch inside. Safe at second, not even close. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Late on that fastball. Ripped into right center, should be extra bases. Coming around third. Scores on that one. In at second with an RBI double. Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. This next at bat looms very large. And now it's going to be Zach Kokoska. Bashed down the right side, but foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the air to left, towards the line. Dropped it. Runner around third. Runner scores, and they take the lead.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Caleb Bolden. It's a big opportunity for this guy at the plate and a big challenge for the pitcher. He knows he can't let his team fall further behind in this game. Cranked out to right center. Gets there, got it. Runner tagging, heading for home. And a big run comes across on the sac fly. And lead by 2.
Caleb Hobson.
Hobson,
That's a ball.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. In the air, right field. And that is foul. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, right field. 2 down. So 2 out. And now the first baseman, Josh Hatcher. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a flyout in this game. That one is smoked. Right field. It's back. Makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Now pitching for
Back now. New pitcher on the mound.
3. You're out. Out.
Now pitching for the Sea Dogs.
You're
Number
out.
26, Hayden Fire. Now pitching for Hartford.
Out.
Number 56, Evan Justice.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.
Ball 4, take your base. Out. You're out. 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 3. You're out. 3. Out. 3. Out. You're out. Ball 4, take your base. 3. Out. Out. Take. 3. You're out. That's ball 4. 3. 3. Out. Out. You're out. 3. Out. 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 Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4.
Now pitching, Tim
You're out.
Mesa.
3. Out. 3. Out. Out.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 45.
Safe.
Cole Sam.
3. 3. You're out.
Now pitching, Dan
Ball
Altavilla.
4, take your base. Out. Ball 4, take your base. Out.
Now pitching for the
You're
Reds,
out.
number 52.
Out.
Pierce
Out.
Johnson.
That's ball 4.
Now pitching, Huascar
Ball 4, take
Brazovan.
the base. 3. You're out. Out.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 23. Brad Ashcraft.